Hi, it's Abby. Welcome back to the channel. Got a battle on the highway map, and we've got the TheDrLipa from Moab in the FSV Scheme A. This is the Tier 7 British wheeled medium tank. Came out recently. I've seen a couple of battles from this tank, and it seems to be pretty handy. But we're on a different map this time, so I'll see how it goes. Okay, bit of a mistake there, dives into the trench here. You can see the front wheels got broken, and I think I've mentioned this before in one of the other British vehicles, they really slow down to about a third of the normal top speed if you've got a damaged wheel, so it uses his repair kit almost straight away to get rid of that. Climbs out of here nicely. It's coming to the E-line to basically try and get shots of enemy tanks crossing from their camp area. Common spot to pick up some damage early in the game, but because of that little excursion, he's missed out on potential damage there. But he's a decent player, so expect him to make up that gap. So far, looks like a couple of enemy tanks at least have made it to the battle area, sort of the A2, A3 area, but they're all behind cover, so no specific targets here. You might have to venture out a little bit, but you wouldn't want to do that until you've worked out sort of whether there are any scouts around. Interesting thing about this particular matchmaking, or apart from them being top tier, I believe this is one of his first games in the tank, so you do get sort of almost preferential matchmaking there with being top tier. But he's found, sorry, I must have dropped that. Come back to it in a second. He's found a Firefly BC, probably because the Firefly fired and dropped his camo rating, and he's managed to track him and gets the kill and some assisted damage from the tracking. Alright, now spotted the enemy FSV. And he gets a shot in, and then he gets taken out by an OI. Yeah, so what I was basically saying is that the interesting thing about this matchmaking is there's no light tank on either side, so it gives a bit more freedom to the medium team. So, just in case that audio dropped, he's just come up here, spotted some tank destroyers who have moved forward to try and get position to fire across. And he's putting in shots at them while they're retreating, but of course they're going in reverse, so they're not going all that fast, and gets a kill on the G-row. Looks like the steering wheel got taken out as well by the 25 he was with earlier. So now we have a look at the mini-map in a bit more detail. The city has been lost. None of the team that managed to get to the city have survived, and it's almost like the whole map is in rotation clockwise, because most of his team are going around on the north side, and the enemy team are coming down on the south side and coming across from there. So what will be the outcome of that is a bit hard to tell, but certainly it's caused the TheDrLipa to come back to camp area, and in good time too, because there's already a Panther approaching the camp area. And with most of the team up in the north, it's a good chance that they'll get camped out. So, alright, they have actually put one of their own tanks on camp. Fires at the building there to try and knock it down, but so far not getting a line on the Panther. Now, he has been spotted there, that's interesting. Spotted by the Panther, possibly. The ranges are very small, and if it's just got the top of the tank, that might have been it. Unlikely to be any IDS, but he drops down into cover to make sure that it does go dark. But with 2 tanks on camp, he needs to put some shots in, and there he does, gets a reset. But they've still got 2 on camp compared to 1 on their own side. he has got support coming back here. Got a T150 and a Skoda T25. Take out their Nashon that was on sort of base defence. But I'm sure that he did a great job because they didn't prevent them getting up there in the first place. But TheDrLipa's found KV-1S who's just meandering around the map. And he's got some nice side shots going on here. So using his standard ammo, came through there quite nicely. One shot there, but he needs to come forward here and get him back into sight, which he does. He will have much better view range than the KV-1S. And he continues to punish him, and he should get the kill shot now. And he does. So 2 kills now to the TheDrLipa. They're still a bit behind on hit points, but he's got all of his, and that's going to help in the later stages of the match. Now talking of that, it's actually, we're fairly early in the game here. We've just gone into the last 9 minutes, so we're not even halfway through the overall time limit. But luckily the enemy not necessarily expecting someone to come up from behind, so starting to put some shots into the OI. And he's just absolutely farming at the moment, not getting spotted, although they obviously can think where the things are coming from. Now, interesting commander's voice he's got here. I don't know what crew that is. If you know what character that is, please let me know in the comments. But apart from that, they take out the IS, and that has removed the threat from their cap. But now, the situation on the North Cap is the enemy's pulled back from the town, and they basically decimated the team that was on the north side. So TheDrLipa coming up to now see if he can rectify that, because they are 10 all, and the enemy's got quite a reasonable hit point advantage. So TheDrLipa wants to take out as many of the enemy tanks as he can to assist with the win. And they've lost their final light tank in the north, but now he's got the opportunity to put some shots into another heavy tank, the Japanese heavy tank number 6, the Japanese version of the Tiger. And he's doing this because they are the closest threats. Talking of closest threats, now we've got a Super Hellcat coming this way. So he's been spotted, needs to get a move on, although the heavy tank number 6 just misses out on the shot there. And he's got a Hellcat and a Super Hellcat coming towards him. The Super Hellcat is not realising what is coming towards him. But he's got substantial hit points, and see now that TheDrLipa has switched to his premium rounds. He's only got one standard round left anyway, so it doesn't really make much difference, but he's trying to maximise his chances here. Now, while he's being taking damage out of the enemy tanks, he's sort of reversed the position of the hit point disadvantage. He does take a hit there from heavy tank number 6, so he doesn't want to do that too often, but couldn't get the kill now. Being reduced to 100 hit points. Just needs to get him on, and he's pulling back, and that's bringing him into the position where the Super Hellcat's coming towards him, so he quickly reverses out of there and starts to punish the Super Hellcat. And just getting the top of the turret here, this is a great tactic, using your gun elevation against their gun depression, and finally the T150 takes out the Super Hellcat, so that's pretty handy. So now they're in a position now where they're finally in the win bracket, although you've got to make sure of that. To get the win, they're going to have to kill them all, because they're basically surrounding the cap area at this point, or as much as they can surround up 2 tanks, but could be troublesome with the Hellcat and the T150. We haven't seen the T150 for a while. He's been spotted in the town area, but where exactly is he? In fact, where is the Hellcat? Now, they could be heading back towards the camp area. Again, we've got a bit of a chase going on here, but certainly TheDrLipa not finding anything, but he is covering around pretty quickly due to the speed of the FSV. You can see from the damage totals against their names in the lists above, the T150 is almost full health, so just stops here to try and pick up any sight of them, particularly where the T150 was last spotted. He doesn't want to just sort of waltz in front of the gun. there's still 5 minutes to go, so he's got plenty of time to get back. Stug 1 goes on cap, and here we go, someone's on cap. So now at least you know where at least one of them is. Hellcat itself is much reduced in health, we can see, so that would be an easy kill, but getting the T150 is going to be a problem there. He's got his own team's T150 coming towards cap as well, so they're going to have a bit of support here. SU 12244 is staying on cap and giving messages to say, go and defend the base. I'll stay here at cap. Fair enough. You might need to do that just to ensure the win. You could just keep resetting the cap, and that would be a worthwhile tactic at this stage. But only one tank on cap, so where is the Hellcat? That's the question. And is it the Hellcat or the T150 that's on cap? Okay, well that question's answered. It's the T150. Alright, he's behind target R, so he gets the reset, so that's a good thing. And it looks like he's by himself. That doesn't tell us where the Hellcat is. But TheDrLipa just, he's hiding behind the OI, so he's just moving. Okay, he's been spotted now. He doesn't want to get in the way of the T150 gun, they are pretty punchy. Oh, and he does take a hit there, so there you go, 300. 2 of those hits and he's gone. But he's continuing to punish the T150. Finally, their own T150 is battle on cap, which is good because it's making the gun of the enemy T150 point away from him, so just catch him as he backs out from behind cover. And he's continuing to punish the T150, and you can see he's completely consumed by focusing the T150. And he's got him down to one-shottable. His own T150 gets taken down. Oh, that one bounced. He might take another hit here. No. Gets the kill. And that is the game. Okay, so it looks like at least one blind shot went in. It's ended up with just under 4.8k of direct damage. He's got another 1500 of assisted damage there. So what are we looking at there? That's 6.2k of combined damage. Is a great result there. Anyway, he's earned the high caliber award for the most damage. Got the Defender Award and the Confederate Award as well, and all together the Ace Tanker Mastery Badge. So great result in one of your first battles in a tank. Time to put that all in the garage and not play it again. Alright, that's the team score here. Wow, 1914 base experience, that is fantastic. Really excellent level of performance. This U12244 that stayed on cap. Basically came in second place and did a reasonable 2k of damage, and everyone else pretty low results there. You can see the National on base defense did basically one shot of damage, so not a great result there. The enemy side, the T150 that was battling at the end, did the most, 3k of damage, so shout out to that player, and a great base EXP on the losing side as well, so well done to that player there. Okay, economic wise, ended up firing 45 shots, 38 hits out of that, and 35 penetrations. He did fire a mix of his ammunition to get to that. Did have some reserves running, as well as battle payments for being in a clan, which is always worthwhile, and has ended up with a nice profit of just under 20k. All in all, great result there, and thanks TheDrLipa for supplying the content, very much appreciated. Hopefully you're watching this and you've enjoyed it or learned something from it. Please give the video a like so I can get in front of more people. Appreciate any comments as well on the video, put them in down below. We'll have some more great content to follow. Thanks very much for watching.